Well, another Buenos Dias to you, dear listener. This is my second one as I went for my 3-kilometer walk, and I went for my swim and realized there was something that happened yesterday that was pivotal and sad and all of that at the same time. And I like to do these as they happen, so rather than wait until tomorrow, I decided to do it today. So anyway, yesterday I first of all I got a call from or a text, I should say, from one of the participants in the C Word group of the cancer group that I did on December 20th, 2019, and it was one of the participants passed away the last couple of days ago. Now, what was amazing about this was that the person that told me this and the other person that I talked to yesterday, both were in this group, and how different their results are. They were two of the worst. The guy that told me about this, and the other guy that I talked to, they were stage 4 incurable, okay? But this lady she was the youngest, she was the most vibrant, she had the least serious prognosis of cancer. But unfortunately, she had the most resistance. She resisted me all the way through. She fought me all the way through. And I even did 2 one-on-ones with her. And she even resisted me on those 2. What a sad day for that. The cost of resistance. And what that resistance is, the ego has such a tight grip on a person, on their psyche, on their identity of who they think they are. And I'm telling you, let it be known that the ego will do everything it can to protect you by finding multiple ways of killing you. That's what it does. Because what it's doing is trying to stay alive. And how it's trying to stay alive is using your free will to create a false identity. And those false identities and the programs and patterns that run them are incredibly toxic. And that's why this whole these deadly diseases, there's an emotional piece that starts them. For the most part, there may be some chemical things or whatever, but you'll find that even that has an origin of being in that event or whatever. So anyway, it saddened me to say this today, that the youngest and most vibrant and the least serious diagnosis of cancer died. And the biggest reason, I believe, is because she had the most thickest, strongest resistance you could imagine. And so, may I suggest that you look at any resistance you have and look at releasing it. And being in the flow and the divine light that you truly are. Because everybody is, including that beautiful young lady. Everybody has this. Everybody has this divine light. Everyone. And when we're in that divine light, we have this ability, this power to do anything, but especially undo everything the ego has manifested. Everything. So, anyway, I wish I didn't have to share this, but it's important for me to share my world, from the heart of dawn with you. And these things happen, and it just it just makes it that much more serious that I do that program of You Are Your Cure to Your Terminal Disease. Yes, that just spurred me along, just like the loss of my wife and the loss of my daughter from that deadly disease of cancer. That's what started this. That's what spurred me to start this. Well, I'm not finishing it. I'm not stopping until I finish what I am here to do with it. So anyway, I trust that this beautiful lady is a lesson for you to surrender to your divinity. Have a magnificent day. I am Don. Find me on Facebook. Message me if you know someone that does have a deadly disease and has been written off by the medical. And there's no cure. Like the guy that called me, they gave him two choices. They said, here's the two best things. You won't be able to have children, and you'll be wearing a bag the rest of your life. And the third one is, you won't be here. Those were the three options. Well, he doesn't have one trace of cancer in his body today. Not one. And that's how powerful we are. So, anyway, buenos dias.